Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into something I know pretty much all of us are feeling right now, that modern financial pinch. You know the one. We're going to unpack the actual built-in architecture behind why we're collectively dealing with so much financial anxiety here in 2026. If you've ever felt that literal knot in your stomach just opening your banking app, well, you are absolutely not alone. There's a whole system at play here, and by the end of this explainer, we're going to expose exactly how it works. So let's jump right into the big question. Why does everyone in the USA feel so broke in 2026? Because let's be honest, feeling like you have zero cash these days, it's not just about the math anymore. It really isn't. It's not just you being bad with money. The reality is we're living in an ecosystem that is literally designed to drain our resources. Our apartments, our grocery runs, our phone screens, they're all linked up in this massive web that's constantly tugging at our wallets. But hey, to fix a problem, we gotta map it out first, right? Which brings us to part one, the invisible spending trap. Okay, think about the exact second your paycheck actually hits your account. Before you even roll out of bed, this automated invisible web has already swooped in and taken its cut. Look at this breakdown. Rent, subscriptions, groceries, delivery ops. We're talking about death by 1,000 digital cuts here. You know, those $14 streaming services you totally forgot you signed up for, the software that just auto-renews, the incredibly easy one-tap delivery apps. You aren't physically pulling out cash for this stuff. The money just vanishes. Poof. Routed right out of your account while you sleep. It's exactly like this quote says. It's not just income, it's invisible spending. And this automation, it creates a massive baseline of stress. You check your balance on payday, hoping for a quick win, but the money is already spoken for by algorithms. You start the month already feeling like you're playing catch-up on a budget that basically spent itself. Moving on to section 2. The cost of comparing lives. Think about what happens the second you get a free moment. You're chilling on your hand-me-down couch, maybe eating some leftovers, and within 3 swipes on your phone, what do you see? A 22-year-old on a mega yacht in Dubai, or this perfectly lit $200 gourmet dinner. And what that does is it completely warps your baseline for what a normal Tuesday is supposed to look like. You aren't just killing time, you are being relentlessly bombarded by curated highlights of absolute luxury. And that brings us to the very core of modern anxiety. You're not just paying bills, you're comparing lives. It is so incredibly exhausting. You're out here paying the invisible bills of your actual reality while simultaneously feeling pressured to compete with an algorithm's feed of sheer perfection. That constant comparison makes the literal, mathematical feeling of being broke feel so much heavier than it actually is. Next up, section 3, the inflation effect. Now, if we step away from our screens for a second, we run face first into the creeping dread of the checkout line. We're not talking about splurging on a vacation here. We are talking about milk, bread, and the gas you need just to drive to work, the absolute basics. And maintaining basic everyday survival simply takes a bigger bite out of your paycheck than it did just a few years ago. Everything just feels slightly more expensive every single month. And the psychological impact of noticing those prices tick up and up, it's huge. You can never really let your guard down because the baseline cost of just keeping the lights on is a moving target. It creates this low-level, continuous hum of financial anxiety playing in the background of literally everything you do. This leads right into section 4, the attention economy pressure. So you see the inflation, right? You try your hardest to stick to a budget, but then you are actively fighting a supercomputer in your pocket that is practically designed to break your willpower. You try to save money, but your phone is constantly buzzing. Every red dot, every flash sale ending in 10 minutes alert, these are engineered by top-tier behavioral psychologists with one single goal: to separate you from your cash. And that is the definition of mental overload. It's the exhausting state of having your attention constantly sold to products and endless limited-time offers. We have to realize that our attention is the actual product being hunted here. You're not just managing a budget anymore. You're defending yourself against a 24/7 siege on your willpower. It just wears down your decision-making until you finally give in. But here is the good news. Section 5, reclaiming your control. Every single day, you and I face a split-screen choice. On one side, we can default to the chaotic 2026 standard: stress spending, endlessly buzzing phones, and total mental overload. Or, on the flip side, we can actively choose the alternative. We can put the phone in another room, take a deep breath, and actually embrace the quiet, calming power of living simply. Because here is a powerful truth we all need to internalize right now. Feeling broke isn't always about being broke. Often, it's not about a lack of funds in the bank, it's about a total lack of mental bandwidth. Once you separate the hard math from all this engineered stress, you take your power back. You literally shift from helpless overwhelm to feeling completely empowered. So, how do we actually beat this squeeze? 3 clear steps. Step 1, control your spending. Make those invisible, automated money leaks visible again. Actually look at them. Step 2, control your attention. Mute the comparison trap and turn off those relentless sales alerts. If you master those 2 things, you naturally unlock step 3, controlling your life. I want to leave you with a provocative question to chew on after this explainer wraps up. What will you take control of today? The architecture of financial anxiety might be built up all around us, but you absolutely do not have to live inside it. Are you going to keep letting your attention and your money get siphoned away by the noise? Or are you going to take control of your reality right now? The choice and the incredible